has evolved over the years to meet the needs of today's students and the job market?
It has evolved completely in the sense where previously computer was only related to computer subject for engineering. It is no more like that. Computer is part and parcel of every single subject. You may learn language, you may learn mathematics, science, you name the subject, you will find computers involved in it. Now, as you know, the smiles tell me that artificial intelligence, has done wonders for you, right? So the evolvement has come from computer as an engineering subject to a tool for any subject. So you can understand the variety of change it has gone through. That's how it helps us in learning all the time. There's apps what you have nowadays, right? To name it, a simple language you have to learn. If you have Duolingo app in your mobile phone, you may learn at least 4 or 5 languages for sure. If you have a commitment towards doing something on a day-to-day basis. Right?
Thank you, sir.
Can you share any success stories of former students who have gone on to achieve great things in the field of computer science?
Yes. I have one student to name it. I recall his name because he's become an Excel expert who conducts his all professional workshops in Mumbai. Currently he's in Mumbai. He was working for one of the elite colleges in Mumbai, first as a professor. He has gone and done PhD in computer applications. So I'm really proud about it. And when you have such success, and there are somewhere around now 208, I believe, computer specialists, or I could call them computer engineers, or some are BSc IT, or maybe they have done computer engineering or so. So 200 odd kids have already become engineers or in the field of computer they are working in. And I believe those who pass out every year, around 40 kids pass out as class 10 students. And in the last 24 years, that's a big number, isn't it? But around them, even if 150 students have become now computer engineers, or they are liking that and that has become their life for themselves, I believe that's a good achievement for me, that I generated enough liking for them to pick up a computer subject for their life. Right? And that gives me immense pleasure and pride as well.
Thank you, sir.
So this is the next question, that what do you enjoy most about being a teacher, housemaster, and so many other roles in this institution?
Yes, one thing I never knew myself, honestly. I knew myself as I love computers, but I never knew myself that I could be having that ability to handle something, such a great event for the school, called as Panchi Utsav, which I was part and parcel of it the year it was initiated, that is 2004. That was the centenary year of the school. And we started with 32 activities of Panchi Utsav. And it lasted for 8 or 9 years. We had Panchi Utsav continuously. And we could involve all Panchgani schools in part and parcel of. So there were literary events, there were art-based events, there were cooking events, there were performing events on the stage. So many kinds of events to conduct, and that too only in a single day. So it's not an easy task. The team what I had with me of teachers was an amazing team. We all of us got together, all captains and students helped us out. And we won that trophy for 7 years consecutively, in spite of all schools taking part in it. It was not, some people always, when you start winning, they always say that you are being biased because it's your own school. But as an organizer, I never did that. I made sure that it is neutral. and always the best performance should be. Always the judges, whichever judges had come, they were not part of our school. They were invited judges for all the events. And if they have chosen our children, great. I think so we deserve that trophy, isn't it? The second thing what school gave me an opportunity to be part of was student exchange program, and which lasted for 8 years. That student exchange program, we started with the school in Netherlands. We began with, immediately Finland school joined us, and 3 Finnish schools joined us, 1 Italian school, 2 more Dutch schools, so total 9 schools had joined us, and we used to have student exchange program. So those kids would come for 15 days and stay with us. We used to arrange a program for them. That was called as Youth Summit. And so different age youth put together under one roof and doing one program. That was a great thing. And to be part of it, to be heading that committee for 3 years and being part of it for all 8 years, I believe school really had trust in me. And that trust, maybe my principal those days and the management understood that he's got an organizing eye, or he can do really well in this. And so they had trust in me, they had faith in me, and that faith worked. So being only as a teacher was my passion. But getting to know myself a good organizer, school found that out in me. The second thing, housemaster came on my lap. I never wanted to be a housemaster, honestly. Now if you'll ask me why, the biggest question was, I love winning. And when any tournament is there and when there is no success, in the state of you are not at first position, that hurts you. You can understand. And you take part in 100-meter run. You cross. You have the same timing, but someone has an upper edge by a fraction of a second above you, and he gets the gold medal. He is winning. He is in the limelight, and in spite of you getting the same thing, but you are not in the limelight. You like it? I absolutely don't. And in such a situation, to motivate children as a housemaster, to make sure that they do good in spite of losing one tournament and motivating them and doing it something good in the next one was very tasking, if you ask me. And I have been a housemaster of Ashton House, the house I started with as a housemaster, and that house was always great in sports. It was known for sports activities, and they were always last in the literary activities. So any literary activity in school, I used to get goosebumps. No, I am not standing last. Whatsoever happens, 4th position is not for me. And boys lived up, I'll tell you, and they did amazing work. Boy, there Deepak Seth, you can see him there, right? He and his brother Mahesh Seth, they both were great athletes, long distance runners. They told me, sir, we will make our house, we come first. And 3 years consecutively we got the top house. And then I had that, breathing time. At last we are the winner, right? Otherwise, Cornell House, Drury House, and Rowan House are winning one after another, and we are not taking the top house, the best house. And you want to become best. So that's in me. So that gave me. So I will tell you, if you'll ask me, that's a very daunting task to be a housemaster, because there is always challenge involved. That you have to motivate kids to perform the best.
Thank you, sir.
So, what advice would you give to new teachers entering the field of computer science?
I don't know what to give advice to anyone, but yes, being with the current scenario what we have of our technology in education, all teachers need to be well versed in using computer as a tool, not as a device or as a language, but it should be a tool. The way we utilize a pen, we write maths also, we write science formulas, you could draw a diagram in bio, and you could write a code in computer applications as well. So same pen, you can write a lovely letter, right? So all these things, similar way, take computer as a tool and implement and utilize it in your day-to-day teaching life.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So, how do you balance your professional life with your personal interests and hobbies?
Yes, my personal hobbies and interests are at the priority. I always keep them. Once upon a time, my priority was always playing badminton. And I played in the same school hall for almost 17 years. Once I tore my ligament, I didn't have an option other than giving it up way toward and changing my hobby towards cycling. Yeah, so now cycling and trekking, which is a new hobby now for me, I've picked that up and I'm going to stick to it because at the age of 50 plus, when you are into health problems, very soon you are reaching because half of your life is over and you don't want your other half of your life not to be good, isn't it? So you need to make sure that it stays fit and firm. And it gives me another way to prove students in school that if your teacher does these all things, you should also do, and you can be a role model probably to help them, to motivate them, and to guide them as well. If they are interested in cycling, if they are interested in trekking. Mr. Pofle, surprisingly, he was an art teacher who is not part into physical activity. You will never find him playing football on the field or badminton on court. Although he rises and goes and plays cricket sometimes, but other than that, no. But he loves trekking now. 2 treks he joined us. Correct? We have Miss here in front of you. This year she joined us. Can you believe that? I didn't know she was such a great, kind of athlete, to climb first a Raigad fort is not a joke. Because you have to climb somewhere around 1,500 or 2,000 steps, I'm not sure about it. Something those steps to climb upon. And all these people do it. And that gives me, that I have to also climb. That's why I say that when a second person is turning to become better than you, then that kind of challenge I love. So that comes in, my hobbies start working automatically. And that's how my cycling is my now new sport, which I have picked up. I enjoy it.
Thank you, sir.
So, what are your thoughts on the future of computer science and the role of AI in education?
Yes, AI is going to make a great change in our life, in fact, day-to-day life. It started with 2 things introduced by Google. One was Google Assistant, second was Siri, and third was Alexa. These were the basic things what they first introduced or teased us with. That you ask a question and it will answer you back. It will tell you a joke probably. Alright? And from there on now LLM is there. That's what is language model, right? Long language models. These are the LLMs and the new technology what is coming in. It means you have an opportunity to finish your work quite fast, create all sorts of knowledge together at one time, and you are motivated to find new all the time. So you cannot anymore ignore computer as tool from your life. So you have to go with it, work upon it, and be part of your life.
So the final question, that what advice or suggestions would you give to all of our students and viewers over the past 2 decades, 2.5?
I always find current generation is missing one major thing. In last 2 decades, I have seen that in 1990s, late 90s probably, and early 2000 till 2010, children always had a passion for something, and that passion got them into one of the great positions, whatever they are. And I believe the latest generation is confused with the help of technology. They believe technology has upper hand over them. And they should always believe technology is made by humans and for humans. So you should never make technology rule you. We have to rule the technology always. And without a motive, without a passion in one particular thing, life is incomplete. You are going to pass out from class 10, you will do college, you will get some degree, you will get married, you will become old like me some other day. When that is happening in that phase, you will have some passion for yourself, and that you need to pursue. If passion isn't there, no fun in living life. That would be my advice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me and having those lovely questions as well as few are difficult no doubt to answer. Thanks so much.